These right here are the new Auxbeam LED headlights. Needless to say, not only am I extremely excited about these headlights, the low beams and the high beams, I'm extremely impressed with how these look. It's almost a damn shame that no one is going to be able to see these headlights in the car. I mean, first of all, look at the presentation of this. Very well packaged, very well written instructions. Look at these gold plated. This is amazing. Mad props to Auxbeam for putting this package together. Really impressed. The stock headlights are pretty good, low and high beams, so seeing how these go in is going to be pretty impressive to compare and just kind of cool to see. Maybe they all look like this. I don't know. I've never really bought LED headlights for other vehicles. Could just be me, but I'm impressed. The bulb installation itself is pretty simple. I'm going to start with the high beams, which is the 9005. So basically you just reach in, turn it counterclockwise if you're coming in from the back, so it's going to be this direction. So it spins that way, and then you just pull the bulb right out. Really simple removal on that part. Nothing really to it. So there's the bulb and the housing for it, and you're just going to disconnect it. You should have your new housings all set up, and you're just going to plug and play basically. So you'll pull this little blue connection tab down, and then the bulb disconnects from that. Put the new bulb in the housing and plug it all in. That's what everything looks like after it's plugged in. You basically use the same motion. It's just a quick push in, turn to the turn clockwise, and reconnect the back sensor portion right there. So that gets you all connected, and from the front, I don't think you visibly see anything different, but we'll go ahead and turn these on as soon as I toss in the other one. Really basic install. If you can't figure that out, probably shouldn't be doing much on your car. So real quick, that's what the high beam looks like when it's on versus the original low beam, and that's the old high beam. So you got your let me see if I can get this. So original high beam, LED high beam. So you can obviously see a huge difference in the coloring, more so on the driver's side than the passenger. One kind of interesting thing to note is, you can see it there also, kind of a little comparison from the LED on the left and the stock high beam. Now one thing to kind of note was, so let me explain this. So right now that's the normal low beams. Now if I pull the high beam switch one time, it goes orange, and then the other time actually goes bright LED. So I'm not 100% sure why it does that. That's kind of interesting. Low beams, high beams 1, high beams 2. I'm doing the same exact function, except one time it goes orange, the next time it goes white. So I'm kind of curious on why that's happening. But, I mean, obviously it's a much brighter light. I just can't figure out why it's doing the orange mode in between. I'll try and do more research in that, but that's the comparison for the high beam. This is the passenger side. It's extremely a lot easier to get to. So you can kind of see this a lot better. Basically you just turn it clockwise or counterclockwise and then pull it right out just like that. Very simple. Thing to note on the new bulbs, this right here doesn't come screwed in. It's a connector between this module and the bulb itself. So just make sure that's screwed in before you plug everything in, because it's got a seal in there also. Also make sure your O-rings are in a good place. Okay, I have both high beams installed now. I thought maybe it was just because one bulb wasn't installed that it was doing the two different colors, but I guess it gives you two options. So I'm not really sure what that is, but that's kind of cool actually, because one, you can just do kind of a lower high beam than the other. So I'm not sure quite the function on that, but I actually think that's kind of cool to have two different options. It's a couple days later, a week or so, and my headlights actually came in. I had to reorder them because I ordered the wrong ones. You actually need the 9006s, not the 9005s. So 9004 and 9006s. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these headlights, toss in these new LED ones, and we'll go ahead and take a look at them after I put them in. There we go, wiring's all in and tucked away. I'll zip tie them up in a minute, but basically same procedure as those. You just unclip, there's a blue clip at the bottom, and then you just plug them in. Turn, insert, make sure they're in there all the way. So now let's do an actual test and see how the headlights look. Okay, so for reference, we have the LED headlight on the left and the standard bulb on the right. So running lights, and there's the actual headlights. So incredibly bright compared to the stock bulbs. Also what you kind of hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but these actually have a fan for cooling installed as well to keep the headlight cool. So I'll have to make sure these are pointed in the right direction, but not only do you have a considerably brighter white light, it's also not yellow, which I prefer. Let me turn on the high beams to give you a reference. So there you have with the high beams versus low beams. So we'll get the other one tossed in and basically be set from there. We'll be able to drive them around. Also for reference, in case anyone's curious, this is what they look like compared to the standard bulb. Standard bulbs on the right, new LED bulbs on the left. And there you go. If you want to give your headlights a little lift, I highly recommend getting these Auxbeam LED headlights because they freaking are pretty badass overall. Right? That's my homie. She knows what's up. There you guys go. Hope you enjoyed this and have a great week. More how-tos to come. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, subscribe because I have tons of how-tos on their way and more action videos coming along the way. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you on the flip side. Quick action shot of the LED headlights in use. There's the low beams and there's the high beams. First one with the whites, second one with the oranges like we talked about before. But a lot better sight picture, especially on the peripherals. Works out great. No one's high beam flashed me either, so that's pretty cool. I think they're tilted in an okay direction, plus the car is lowered. But overall, great product, and I'm pretty impressed with them. I never changed out headlights before, and I'm thoroughly impressed. I think it's one of the first mods I'm going to do from now on, because honestly, it's just so much better than stock headlights in all the vehicles we put them on. So props to that, and hope you guys get out there, enjoy some, and